At one point in between episodes, we were technically second place in the league. We've dropped back down to 8th place, but things are still going really well for our Dover Athletics side in League One. Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2022 with Dover Athletic. And yeah, we're 8th place. We are 2 points outside of the playoffs. However, we do have 2 games in hand, one of which I believe is going to be the first match of today's episode against Shrewsbury. At the end of last episode, I said we were going to play the Wimbledons, AFC Wimbledon and MK Dons. We've rearranged a lot of football. We're now playing AFC Wimbledon on the 29th of December, and the MK Dons match has been now rearranged to be after the second AFC Wimbledon game. So maybe next episode that might happen. Obviously, we must have done reasonably well since the last episode, and we actually haven't, really. We've lost a few games. We beat Bolton 3-0. Cracking result that one was. We then played Salford in the FA Cup, drew 3-3, which set up a replay. This is why we've got games in hand. We won the replay 3-1. We had Coventry in the JPT, or the PJT, whatever it's called nowadays. We lost to them again in the league. We then beat Gillingham, which apparently, didn't realise this, was a derby match, which is why 6,000 fans turned up. We beat them 6-1, which I really wanted to show on camera now. We also beat Burton Albion 4-2, lost 3-0 against Bradford City because I changed my goalkeeper back to Matthew Cox and he was awful. And then we've drawn 1-1 with Huddersfield in the FA Cup second round, which is setting up a replay, which will be after the Fleetwood game. I might actually just come back after the Huddersfield game in this episode, just so you know whether we are going to be into the next round, where we'll be playing Peterborough. It's nobody exciting in the 4th round. Third round. It's the 3rd round. The starting lineup then for the Shrewsbury game will be Obed Afari in goal, Elise McGuinness, Pambo and Kokolo in defence, Serland Forster-Caskey in midfield, Murray and Hiwula on the wings, Williams and Omar Bogle as our strikers. Omar Bogle, by the way, is our top goal scorer with 10 goals so far this season. You haven't even seen him play yet. I'm hoping he gets 1 or 2 in this match. At risk of putting a bit of a curse on this episode, we should win both of these matches. We are playing Shrewsbury, a team who are down the wrong end of the table. We are playing, I think, Fleetwood is the next match, who are also down the wrong end of the table. It's a brilliant header from Omar Bogle. It's 1-0, 3 minutes on the clock against Shrewsbury. We've taken the lead, and that goal might be enough to put us up to maybe 3rd. Obed Afari's taken a free kick. I forgot we were doing that. I mean, it wasn't a bad free kick. I forgot we made him take free kicks. He's taken one. He's taken 1 free kick. We are up into 3rd place and we've got our goalkeeper taking free kicks. We've also won ourselves a corner. Nearly 13 minutes on the clock. Is it a corner? It is a corner. So it is going to be Jake Forster-Caskey to take it towards the middle. It's Omar Bogle once again ghosting in the middle. It's gone over the bar this time. Do we change Obed Afari taking free kicks or do we stick with it? I mean, the first one was reasonable. It wasn't a terrible effort, was it? Will Kokolo with a throw. Geordie Hiwula. Long ball all the way across to Mark McGuinness, the defender. Now Elise on the right. Paul Searle plays it on the ground. Hiwula with loads of space. Curling effort. It's fallen to nobody. It fell to nobody. I think it was offside. It was. Jaden Williams was the man who it fell to. He was offside. Anyway, really should have scored. Kokolo again with the ball to Forster-Caskey on the left. Kokolo. Whip it in, buddy. Or not. Forster-Caskey's there. Crosses it in. Mark Murray's headed effort goes over the bar. Mark Murray might not be with us for too much longer. There are a lot of big teams interested in Mark Murray. I want to give him a new contract. We literally can't afford to pay him what he wants, so we might need to, in January, do a big old clear out, sell a whole load of players to free up some transfer money. It is 1-0 to Dover Athletic at half-time. Shrewsbury have had 1 chance. It was on target and apparently it must have been saved, but we have been miles better so far in this match. No changes at half-time. We are sticking with what we know. We are sticking with Obed Afari taking free kicks. Maybe we'll see another one. Forster-Caskey with a free kick. It's crossed in. Leon Pambu is there. And big Leon Pambu gets his first goal of the season just before the hour mark against Shrewsbury. It is 2-0 to Dover Athletic. And this should be 3 points now coming home. Forster-Caskey is on an 8.9 rating because of his 2 assists. We've got ourselves a free kick in a reasonable position. Yes, we do. Here we go, Obed. Obed Afari, the young goalkeeper, curling effort. It's a wonderful save from Mark Morosi. It's gone over for a corner. Obed Afari's had 2 cracking free kicks so far, hasn't he? Forster-Caskey then to take it. Left-footed. Back post. It's nowhere near Jaden Williams. Geordie Hiwula's going to collect it. We're going to keep this highlight alive. Will Kokolo on the left-hand side. No, we don't keep it alive. Free kick for Shrewsbury towards the back post. And Valentine heads over. Afari dived but didn't really go for it, did he? Final 10 minutes. We've not done any subs, which I think we should do because we're playing Fleetwood in about 2 days' time. It's Ryan Jones heading the ball off for a throw. Right, this isn't a highlight because I've now paused it and going to do a couple of changes. Let's just sort that to be the right way round. Right, Hawula's coming off. Brad Young's going to come on fitness-wise. Murray basically, any outfield player. Any outfield player needs to come off. Forster Kasky for Nathan Martin, I think is one we're going to do. We're going to do Leon Pambu as well for Zach Orr. Even though Pambu scored a goal, Zach Orr wants to play some football, so let's bring him on for the final 10 minutes. He's not played a huge amount so far this season. Might be getting rid of Zach in January, even though I said a few seasons ago I want Zach Orr to stick around forever. It is going to be a 2-0 victory then against Shrewsbury. It's a good win. We probably should have scored more than 2 goals. How many chances did Afari get? Can we see? Player statistics. Shots. He had 2. 1 on target, 1 off target. We don't know what his XG was. Yes, we do. It was a 0.1. Fair enough. So, in front of a home crowd, we have moved ourselves up into 3rd place in the table, still with 2 games in hand. And next up, I think it is Fleetwood, yes, it is Fleetwood, all the way down in 21st place in the table, so that should be a win. I don't know when our games in hand are actually going to be played, because, I guess this is one. Crewe is going to be a game in hand, they're up the right end of the table. AFC Wimbledon also have some games in hand. Basically, we're doing quite well when it comes to cup competitions, but everything seems to be going to a replay, which is just delaying absolutely everything. We're going to go forward, play Fleetwood next. We've made it up to the northwest of England then for Fleetwood Town. It is going to be Obed Afari in goal, Elise McGuinness, Pambu and Kokolo in defence. Searle and Forster Kasky in the middle with Murray, Hawula, Williams and Bogle as our front 4 players. I'm not quite sure, but I think that was the same starting 11 that we've just played against Shrewsbury. We also have on the bench today a potential debut. It won't happen unless something awful happens to our goalkeeper. Kasum Sonogo is sat on the bench because our goalkeeper, Cox, is a bit of a Cox. 20 minutes already played, and what's going on here? What is going on here? Afari's held on to that shot from Harris, and that was the whole highlight. That was weird. I don't really understand what just happened. Not a huge amount going on in this match at the moment, is it? We've got 5 minutes left to play the first half. We've had 1 highlight of the entire match so far, and it wasn't really a highlight. Not a lot really took place. Fleetwood 0, Dover Athletic 0. We've been the better team. We haven't. I'm not happy with your performance. Mark Murray's demotivated. Hawula's on a 6-5. This is the issue, isn't it? This is the issue. It's up front. We've got to do potentially some rearranging. If we do Hawula as a striker alongside Bogle, we'll do Brad Young, I guess, coming on the left-hand side. We'll just do that for the moment, for half-time anyway. I did say in the last episode that Brad Young doesn't play well as a winger. He kind of has started. I think he's scored a goal or 2 now from left wing, but he's still not great. Forster Kasky with a corner for us. Mark McGuinness is there. He's hit the bar. Mark McGuinness has rattled the bar. We should have taken the lead. Well, 2 whole highlights so far in this match. Maybe we're going to see the replay against Huddersfield as well in this episode, because I feel like nothing's going to happen in this. Right, double change for the strikers. Pennant is coming on for Bogle. We are then going to do, I guess, we can't put Hawula back as the left winger, can we? Tim Hayes can come on, and then Mark Murray can be... What are we doing? There, maybe Will Kokolo as a winger, sure. 15 minutes left, and Fleetwood have themselves potentially a chance. Mawini to Osman, left-hand side is Harris. Gets past his man, runs through the middle. He's taken a very long time to run with the ball. McKeown goes for a long-range effort. Obed Afari clearly thought that was going wide, so decided to leave it. That really wasn't a highlight, was it? Krellin with a goal kick, final 10 minutes. All of a sudden, this game has somewhat come to life. Tim Hayes finds Kokolo. Long ball forward, finds Cian Pennant, takes a touch into the penalty area, goes past the goalkeeper, and Cian Pennant may well have just stolen us the 3 points against Fleetwood Town. We have been absolutely appalling in this match. So have Fleetwood. It's been pretty dull, but if we can nick the win with that 1 Cian Pennant goal, that would be perfect. Carl Jenkinson is saying that I should play Will Kokolo in a more familiar position. I'd like to point out he's on a 7.4 and has an assist. He's our 3rd best player on the pitch behind the 2 centre-backs, I think. McGuinness and Elise, sorry. Paul Searle has the ball for us. We've got 1 minute and 20 of normal time. Forster Kasky, left-hand side is Will Kokolo. Through ball, finds Brad Young off towards the left-hand side. Goes for a chance. Krellin makes a save. It's gone off for a corner. Forster Kasky is going to be the man to take it. Where are you going to put it? Is it going to... I was going to say on Omar Bogle's head, but he's not there. Maybe it's Leon Pambu. It's towards Pennant at the back post. Kokolo picks the ball up. 3 minutes of injury time, plus the 30 seconds of normal time. Pennant again with a chance. Krellin with the decent save. The ball gets cleared, and the highlight, thankfully for us, just ended. And so did the match. It's a 1-0 victory. It's not the most exciting game, was it? I feel like that entire bit of video is probably about 2 minutes, but we've beaten Fleetwood, and we are back up, I assume, back into third? It's not third, it's second. We are second place in the league? How have we done this? By the way, if we look at this, it does say we were technically top. We weren't. We weren't technically top because of all the games in hand. Mathematically, after 17 matches, we would have been top, but we kind of didn't play our 17th match until everyone else had played their 19th or 20th, something stupid like that. But how are we doing this? How are we second place? We're going to go forward. I'm going to go to the other side of the Huddersfield game because I don't know whether it's going to be a good one or not. Huddersfield are in our league, so it's going to be a tight one. I'll be back in just a second. So we've just played the Huddersfield game, and as you can probably see, we've lost 2-0. We weren't very good. We were not very good at all, but I mean, it's Huddersfield, it's the FA Cup. It would have been nice to get to a third round, but let's be honest, Peterborough weren't exactly a huge kind of draw for us. I've just seen our Salford game was also on TV, which gave us £33,000. Financially, because of this result here, Huddersfield get a decent attendance, so we got a fair chunk of money for that. We also got a fair chunk of money. I mean, 1,400 people for an FA Cup first round match isn't terrible. We got a fair, a cut of that as well. So we've made a fair bit of money in the last month or two. We've made some decent strides forward when it comes to cash. We were minus 16k. We're now plus 100,000. That is going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we are probably going to have to go forward to here, aren't we? It's first and third. It is AFC Wimbledon. It is MK Dons. We are going to be playing Bradford, Crewe, Doncaster, AFC Wimbledon, also off camera, Shrewsbury as well. We'll be back in January for first and third, and we're the sandwich in the middle, or the meat in the middle of that sandwich. Thank you very much for watching this one. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like, hit the subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll be back next time with a very, very difficult episode, and if we win both, we might be on course for another promotion. See you next time.